I think the number one enjoyment for me in the business unit head role is the variety that the job brings. It's truly a job where you can start off the day perhaps planning how the day is going to shape at 9 o'clock in the morning, and by early afternoon you find that the day has gone in a completely different direction, and some pressing matter needs sorting out urgently and supersedes everything else that you plan to do. I also, though, enjoy the engagement with the managers who I manage. I'm a people person, so either on Teams calls or actually visiting other offices where I have teams. I like to, obviously, the engagement with the manager, but also to meet the caseworkers on the teams who are actually doing the job, and to discuss the job and how they're finding their work. It's a role where I find that I'm actually quite close to the decisions, the major decisions that are being taken in my business. I am a member of the senior leadership team, and consequently I feel that I can influence the direction of the business and make a real difference, both for myself but also for those in the business unit and in the wider business as well. Well, I find that the role requires a high degree of self-organisation to ensure that I complete all of the essential tasks on time and in the correct way as required by my senior managers and those who work for me as well. There is some pressure involved in delivering performance targets, and it's important to stay calm and focused even when things in the business and in my business unit aren't going quite as well as I would like at any one point. I think anybody doing this role will need to be a good communicator, delivering key messages in a positive way to the business unit. You'll need to be comfortable talking to groups of managers and caseworkers as required, and also listening as well as talking. Very important to take on board, obviously, the opinions of others. You'll need really good people skills as you'll be engaging with senior management, obviously the managers that you manage and their teams on a regular basis, and potentially dealing with some quite difficult issues within that as well, and adopting your style of communication and engagement depending on who it is that you're talking to. So lots of different skills I think required there. So I've had 2 business unit head roles now, and each probably in total lasting between 6 and 7 years, I guess. And I can honestly say that this has probably been one of the most enjoyable roles that I've had in HMRC, and before that in the Inland Revenue, which probably dates me slightly as well. It's a busy role, I think you will have guessed that from what I said previously. And it offers a chance to take a lot of responsibility in terms of delivering targets and performance. So you've got a clear, tangible result at the end of your week's work in terms of what you and your business unit have produced. It's a role as well where you've got the chance to be involved in strategic decisions, and as I've said before, one in which you can really make a difference. So absolutely I would recommend this role to anybody thinking of applying.